Hey everyone, a very warm welcome today here to Madrid. My name is Donovan Sung, and I'm the Director of Product Management and Marketing for Xiaomi Global. And it's really, really exciting to be back here in Spain again. So let me talk a little bit about Xiaomi in 2017. It was a very successful year for us. We successfully crossed 100 billion RMB in revenue, which is well over 15 billion USD in revenue. Pretty amazing. And to give a frame of reference, if you look at some other top-tier, world-class tech companies, you can see that it took some of them between 9 to 20 years to achieve the same result. Google took 9 years to cross this revenue target. Facebook took 12 years. Even Apple took 20 years. But Xiaomi took only 7 years to cross this revenue target. So we're very, very proud that we hit such a milestone so quickly and so early in our history. This is all last year. Take as many pictures as you want, no worries. Yes. And we've grown extremely rapidly in the past year. So according to a recent report from IDC, Xiaomi is now the 4th largest smartphone vendor in the world. And in fact, if you look at the far right column here, we have a over 87.8% year-over-year growth, while some other manufacturers may have actually shrunk over the past year. It's a pretty big deal for a company that's only this young. And not just across the world. If we look just at Europe here, this is another report that just came out from Canalys, also ranking us at number 4. Now the very interesting thing here is this chart here. This is pretty interesting. It talks about how explosive our growth has been. This is probably the first time I've seen something that said over 999% growth. So our growth is extremely high just in Europe. And of course, in today's market, Spain, according to the latest report from Canalys, we're now the number 3 smartphone brand in Spain. This is only 6 months in this market. We first launched in Spain 6 months ago in November last year. And if you look at the number of global markets, we've now entered over 70 global markets. And in over 15 markets, we're now in the top 5, including one of the biggest markets in the world, India, where we've been number 1 for the past 3 consecutive quarters. You also see some other markets, especially in Europe, like Greece, Poland, so on and so forth. So it's been quite a good year for us. So we can confidently say that in Europe and in the whole world, we're now the fastest growing smartphone brand in the world. Now we first launched in Spain just 6 months ago, and our mission was to change the game. So this was us here in Madrid, another venue, very, very beautiful venue, just 6 months ago. We launched a lot of incredible products, like the Mi Mix 2, Mi A1. I had the pleasure to meet some of you there myself. So here's me on the right. I'm wearing the exact same shirt, you guys can tell. In the middle is Xiaomi's global SVP, Mr. Wang Xiang. And on the right here is Mr. Enrico Salvatore, Senior SVP of Qualcomm EMEA. And just a few months ago, for the first time ever, Xiaomi attended Mobile World Congress, also here in Spain, in Barcelona. And it was pretty exciting. We saw a lot of Mi fans, a lot of journalists, a lot of partners from around the world. And it was our first time getting to show our products. Can anyone find me in this photo? Okay, pretty obvious. I'm always in the front. All right. And so Spain and Xiaomi, we've been getting along pretty well. So in just 6 months, we've already opened 4 authorized Mi stores. Let's take a look. Here, in one of the largest shopping malls here, at the Xanadu shopping mall, Here's one of our first stores in Madrid. And we have a few in Barcelona as well. Here's at the Gran Via 2. Again, this is our senior VP, Mr. Wang Xiang. He's acting as a cashier for the day to learn how to sell products to our Mi fans, hearing their feedback. You can see that even the little kids love to play with Xiaomi products. Here's another store at the Lava Guada store in Madrid. And you can see that pretty much every time we open a store, it's just packed with people. Here's our other store in Madrid, Plaza Norte. And our goal this year is to triple the number of stores in Spain, of our own authorized Mi stores, which will make it even easier for fans and partners to get their hands on our products. It's our goal for 2018. And we really have some of the coolest fans. So one of our visions is to be friends with our users and to be the coolest company in the hearts of our users. And some of my best moments at Xiaomi have been hanging out with our Mi fans. So this is recently, it was just a month ago, we celebrated Mi Fan Festival, which is Xiaomi's birthday. And we baked one of the world's longest cakes, over 10 meters long. So you can't even see the whole cake here. 10-meter long cake. So of course, Mi fans love cake too. It was a great way to meet friends. Here's a picture of some of our Spanish Mi fans. They're really some of the best Mi fans. Super excited. And today, there's one special Mi fan that I want to call out. Mr. Alex. He's the one eating cake in the middle here. So Alex was one of our first 100 MIUI beta testers for Xiaomi. So he's been a Mi fan for almost 8 years now. And recently, he joined the Xiaomi team. So, we work closely with our Mi fans, and sometimes we hire our Mi fans too to help us. So now he's leading our Mi community here in Spain. So all of us at Xiaomi, we're very passionate about Xiaomi products. And Alex is just a great example of that. So Xiaomi's mission. We work with our Mi fans because our goal is to relentlessly build amazing products with honest pricing to let everyone in the world enjoy a better life through innovative technology. Just means we want to launch amazing products at good prices. And today, we have a couple of exciting products. So let's get started. The first one is Redmi Note 5. And I'm sure you'll love it as much as I do. Start with the design. It has a pretty gorgeous design. And we have a pretty cool product video that I'd love to show you.
Os estoy leyendo, luego contesto a las preguntas, ¿vale?
Pretty cool, right? So this Redmi Note 5 comes with an AI-level flagship dual camera. So one of the first things you notice is the large screen. It's a 5.99-inch full-screen display. It means there's almost no forehead, which makes it great for watching movies and for playing games. And on the rear, it has a tapered back cover, which has great hand feel. You see the black version is really quite sleek. It also comes in some other colors, including gold. And one of my personal favorites is the blue. Which color does everyone like? And here are all three colors here. Gold, black, and blue. It's pretty beautiful. Very, very sleek. And Redmi Note 5, it's beautiful on the outside, but it's powerful on the inside. So we call it the camera beast. So we first feature a dual camera, a flagship level dual camera. So let's take a look here. So the dual camera has two components. The main camera is a 12 megapixel Samsung sensor. And this is used for mostly capturing images. Then we also have a secondary sensor, which is a 5 megapixel Samsung sensor. And that's used to capture depth information. And the primary features of the dual camera, it has a dual pixel autofocus. And this technology is usually only available in DSLR cameras. It's not usually found in smartphones. Let me explain what it is. So what we do is, every single pixel is split into two sections to improve the focus. If you look at a normal focus, like PDAF, maybe only 1 out of every 30 pixels helps to focus. But in dual pixel autofocus, every single pixel helps to focus. So you have over 30 times more focal points. And our 12 megapixel rear camera, it also comes with very large 1.4 micron pixels. And pixels this large are usually found only in flagship devices. Larger camera pixels can record more information with their larger surface area. So you can get brighter and more expressive photos. So you can see in this picture here that even in low light shows really clear details. So let's take a look here. So you can see the details of the shops. You can even see inside the windows. And if you compare it to some other popular models, you can see that the 1.4 micron pixels really stand out. Some of these other ones only have 1.12 micron pixels. Let's just take a look at some real life performance. Okay, so here's a shot at night. And you can see it really shines at night. The edges are a lot crisper, the colors are accurate, and the noise is lower. And if you even compare it to some flagship models, you see other flagships, some of them have 1.4 micron and some of them only 1.22 micron. You can see Redmi Note 5 is pretty good, even compared to the top phones like Samsung S9 and iPhone 10. So with dual pixel autofocus and large 1.4 micron pixels, you can get brighter photos even under the light. And so we think Redmi Note 5's dual camera is at the same level as flagship phones. And of course, you can also take beautiful portrait images on Redmi Note 5. And we use this AI technology. It's called semantic segmentation. So it's based on our powerful deep learning algorithm. How does it work? Let me show you. So what it does is it analyzes and breaks down an image at the pixel level. So each pixel is separated into actual objects. Then our portrait mode separates them into two layers. So we know what's in the front and what's in the back. And then we can blur out the back and leave the front very clear. Pretty cool, huh? Well, let's just directly compare. A picture speaks 1,000 words. So if you directly compare to some top flagship models, on the left we have Samsung S9, the middle is Redmi Note 5, and on the right we have iPhone 10. You can see it's pretty good. And you can see that our phone works well on guys too. Not just the girls, but also works well on the guys. And if you zoom in here, you can see some of the details are actually more clear on the Redmi Note 5. Right? You can see the jacket, things like that. So we're pretty confident when we say that Redmi Note 5 has flagship level AI dual camera. And of course, what the AI-based semantic segmentation does is you can offer beautiful bouquet, which is a blurred background with accurate edges. Some of you are probably thinking, okay, these photos are only good if they're professionally taken. Normal people can't do it. But what we're saying is, no, that's not true. Anyone can take Redmi Note 5. We're going to pass out some Redmi Note 5s. Urge you to go try it out. So here, let me show a few photos just taken from Mi fans, just ordinary users. Here's from one of our Mi fans. You can see it's a beautiful landscape here. The cloudy sky, lots of details, even this lamp. See, it shows up really well here. Here's another fun one. So you can see the pigeons are starting to fly. So we talked about the fast focus. So even though the pigeon is flying and flapping its wings, it's still very clearly in focus. Even the shadow is clearly in focus. Here's another fan portrait shot, because Redmi Note 5 works really well on people. So you can see the background is very nicely blurred. The person is very sharp. You see the edge detection of the hair. It's also done quite well too. Here's taken from some Instagram celebrities here in Spain. This is from Hector Merienda, taken in Valencia, Spain. Here's another one from Hector Merienda. And okay, I'm not good at Spanish, so I'll just say it's also in Spain. So, Redmi Note 5's AI dual camera. It's really quite flagship level. So let's talk a little about the front camera now. It's also quite powerful. Comes with a 13 megapixel front camera with an LED selfie light. Now, when you compare it to other flagship phones, most devices don't have a portrait mode where they blur out the background. But we use the same AI technology as we did for the rear camera. So let's check it out here. So you can see here that even against other competitors, quite good. And if you zoom in particular, you can see much more of the individual details around the feathers and the lips, even compared to some of the high-end phones here. And our AI semantic segmentation is really quite accurate, so love for everyone to go try it out themselves. And our selfie camera comes with another feature called front HDR. So HDR is really good when there's a lot of light behind, so it's low lit or backlit. Let me show you what I mean. So you see when there's no HDR, the front is a little bit washed out, and the back you can't really see. But when the HDR is on, you can all of a sudden, you can see the reading in the back, and the light is much more natural. So this selfie definitely looks better with HDR turned on. Very, very useful. So to sum it up, our flagship AI camera gives you the best selfie experience, even in low light. And we also, of course, have a feature called Beautify 4.0. Helps to beautify people. So AI Beautify actually works on front and the rear camera. Now the old Beautify just used a single filter for your whole face. But the new Beautify, we worked a lot harder. So we can intelligently identify different skin types, different facial regions. So I've actually learned a lot about makeup through this process. So things like the T-zone, the S-zone, the O-zone. Maybe everyone already knew this, but I didn't know it before. So we can do all of this different targeting. And there's a lot of different features here. Facial slimming, eye enlargening, skin smoothening, contouring of the face, removing pimples, making sure the lip color. So we add all of these, we get some really great photos. So let's sum up. Redmi Note 5's AI dual camera. Front and back are AI powered. First, we have a dual rear camera. It has large 1.4 micron pixels with dual pixel autofocus for fast focusing of videos. We have a 13 megapixel front camera with an LED selfie light and portrait mode. And we use AI-based technology for the front and the back. Let's talk about performance. So Redmi Note 5 is powered by a monster processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 636. And actually, when we launched this in India, we were the first phone worldwide to use this processor. How cool is this processor? It uses the latest cryo microarchitecture. And this is usually only found in the top end processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 800. Some of the benefits of the cryo microarchitecture: 50% higher performance and 40% greater power efficiency. So Redmi Note 5 has flagship DNA. It's the most powerful Redmi Note we've ever launched. And the 14 nanometer FinFET technology from this processor provides great thermal performance and very long battery life. And we've also used the fastest RAM available in the market. It's called LPDDR4X. So it's the same type of RAM that you usually only find in flagship phones. So if you add both of these, Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 and LPDDR4X RAM, it's the most powerful Redmi Note we've ever launched. And it's actually one of the fastest smartphones available on the market today. Now about battery. One of the things that Xiaomi is pretty famous for is having a really good battery. And this is no exception. We have a 4,000 milliamp hour 2-day battery. What else can you do in 2 days? Well, if you actually just want to leave it on standby, you could leave it on standby for 20 days. You can also listen to up to 17 hours of music or 14 hours of continuous video playback, and all these other things too. We also have a 3-choose-2 card slot, so you can put in dual SIM. You can also put in a SIM card. And of course, in case you drop your phone, we have a very nice premium soft case, included for free, with the Redmi Note 5. Okay, so I'm sure everyone's wondering, how much is this thing going to cost? Am I right, maybe? But everyone's been waiting for it. So, we're going to be selling 2 different versions, and the first version we'll be selling is the 4 GB RAM plus 64 GB of storage version. And this will be selling for...
Me parece un precio bastante bueno de venta en España, con 2 años de garantía. Es un pepinazo de móvil.
And we'll also have another version here, which is the 3 GB plus 32 GB version.
219.
And this one will be selling for...
Wow, 199 gigas. Impresionante, ¿eh?
$199. Pretty amazing, right? All right, so the 3 plus 32 version for Redmi Note 5 is going to be available next Wednesday, May 23rd, on Aliexpress and me.com. In addition, it will also be available at all of our authorized Me stores on the same day. And the 4 plus 64 GB model, just wait 2 more days, next Friday, May 25th, available through all of our official channels. So here it is, Redmi Note 5 summary. Flagship level AI dual camera, 2 different versions, 3 plus 32 GB for €199, and 4 plus 64 GB for €249. We talked about the flagship level AI dual camera, the 12 megapixel plus a 5 megapixel. It also comes with large 1.4 micron pixels and dual pixel autofocus. It also has a 13 megapixel front camera for great selfies, portrait mode, and beautify, and an LED selfie light. And then on the processor side, it comes with the monster Snapdragon 636 processor with 14 nanometer FinFET technology and a 2-day 4,000 milliamp hour high capacity battery. All right, so thank you guys, everyone, for coming today. Just kidding, that's not it, there's more. So we have another surprise for everyone. Speaking of beauty, you know, at Xiaomi, we believe that art and technology should work together to create a better user experience. And that's why we've partnered with the world-renowned designer, Philip Stark. He's one of the most famous industrial designers in the world, and he's known for a philosophy of less is more. One of his most recent projects with us was the Mi Mix 2, and it's already been collected by 3 world-class museums, including the Finnish Design Museum, the Pompidou Center in France, and the Munich International Design Museum. Let's watch a quick video to take a look at this incredible story.
With a philosophy of less material, more humanity, Mi Mix broke all existing conventions for smartphone design with a front of nearly all display and a lustrous ceramic body reminiscent of jade. It's the modern evolution of an age-old art. Pairing art with the best of modern technology, it has been incorporated in multiple museums, including one of Helsinki's most prominent art collections, Design Museum. With simple yet beautiful architecture, the museum is an example of minimalism perfected.
Good design for everybody is one key principle. I think the use of ceramics in a phone offers different kind of possibilities, and I think it's a very interesting choice. Like Xiaomi phone is an art piece.
So that was Mi Mix 2. So we're also proud to announce today, for the first time, that Mi Mix and Mi Mix 2 have been collected by Spain's National Museum of Decorative Arts. It's a huge honor for us. I can't read the Spanish, so just let everyone take a look. But it's really quite an honor for us. And not just one museum. We've also been collected by yet another museum, which is the National Museum of Ceramic. And they've called it a combination of ceramic and high-end electronics in an extraordinary and avant-garde design. It's a huge honor for us here in Spain as well. So, today we want to bring you Art X Technology. This is what happens when we combine cutting-edge technology with the world's most beautiful art. And the art and technology seamlessly combine and enhance each other. So in that spirit, with no further ado, let's announce the next product that we're launching today, Mi Mix 2S. So let's dive right in with the design. Let's first show another video. It's a product video for Mi Mix 2S. Pretty cool, huh? Mi Mix 2S. So Mi Mix 2S has a curved ceramic design, and each piece takes up to 7 days to make. The cool thing about ceramic, if you take a look here, is that it's 2x harder than the typical glass that you find on the back of a smartphone. Beautiful on the front and the back. Another key thing about Mi Mix 2S is the full screen display. You can see here, almost no forehead at the top. So Mi Mix 2S uses the entire display. The white edition is pretty amazing, but I think my personal favorite is still probably the black. The black ceramic version is quite beautiful. There's a lot of different highlights. For example, on the back here, we have 18 karat gold to help accent the camera. And from a design standpoint, I think this device is nearly perfect. Mi Mix 2 is the perfect combination of art and technology. So let's take a look at the camera now. Mi Mix 2S features a dual camera. It's a 12 megapixel wide angle lens and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. And we've built an incredible amount of technology right into the camera. So let's take a look at some of these different technologies here. Optical zoom, portrait mode, 4-axis optical image stabilization, massive 1.4 micron pixels, dual pixel autofocus, and hardware-level multi-frame noise reduction. So first, for the main camera, we have the Sony IMX363 as the primary sensor. And it's one of the most powerful smartphone cameras that we've ever made. It has these massive 1.4 micron pixels. And so like before, you can get bright photos even in low light. And we've paired it with 4-axis optical image stabilization. It's pretty advanced technology that can compensate for movement when you're taking photos and videos. And then on top of that, we also have dual pixel autofocus, which we talked about earlier. Let's just take a look at this in action here. So here, we've pitted our camera against another flagship phone, it's the iPhone 10. So let's see what happens when we focus directly. Let's check it out here. So you can see that every time, the Mi Mix 2S focuses much more quickly. It's the combination of the technologies we just talked about in any lighting condition. And we've also included this hardware-level multi-frame noise reduction, which helps to reduce the image noise. So let's see how this works. So what happens is every time we click the shutter, we can capture multiple frames. And then, in each frame, we can analyze noise content. And then we can use the best areas of each image to enhance the original image. And then we combine all of them into one optimal image. So seeing is believing. So let's just take a look at some sample shots here. This was taken in Italy. Pretty beautiful. This one was taken by another Instagram celebrity, Ovuno, in Spain. I want to come here. If someone can tell me how to get here, that would be great. Another one in Barcelona, Spain. So Mi Mix 2S is also great at low light photography. So you can see that, for example, if you attend a concert, very, very dark, you can still take these pretty amazing shots. Let's do another side-by-side comparison, this time with iPhone 10 again. So you know, at first glance, both of these photos look pretty good, right? But let's zoom in a little bit. As you zoom in, they're both still pretty good, but you start to see a little bit more noise on the left here. And if you really zoom in, the difference becomes a lot more clear. You can start to see things in the coin and the lettering that are a lot more clear. And things like this are pretty important, especially when you post on social media and you zoom in. And let's take a look at a comparison of a moving subject under low light. Let's check it out.
Difíciles, ¿no? Fotos con objetos de movimiento con baja iluminación.
All right. So as you can see in the video here, the Mi Mix 2S does quite well in low light photography. Just showing you guys the actual images. You can see it's not as exposed, not overly exposed. You can capture the subject in a bit more quality here. You can see how natural and true to color it is. And so Mi Mix 2S is really great for shooting in any condition, but especially in low light photography. But it's not all just the hardware. We've also included some advanced AI software features. Let's take a look. There's 3 features in particular that I'll talk about today. The first one is AI scene detection. The second is AI dynamic bouquet. And the third is AI portrait selfies. So let's go through these one by one. So the Mi Mix 2S can recognize over 206 scenes across 25 categories. Let's just pick one. This thing called succulent here. Succulent. I don't know how to say that in Spanish, but succulent, you'll see very quickly what I mean. So here, let's say you take a photo here. It's just an ordinary plant here. It's a pretty good photo, but maybe it's a little bit undersaturated. It's a little bit ordinary. Well, once we turn on this AI scene detection for succulent here, you can see immediately that the photo comes to life a lot more. We applied some intelligent camera setting optimizations. And so you can see here that clearly the one on the right, much clearer, much brighter. Here's another example when you're taking a landscape shot. If you can optimize the camera settings, you can get a better photo without post-editing. Just what you see as soon as you take the photo.
Creo que es como de la especie de un
A
cactus.
lot of these are just natural enhancements that you can do in the camera's manual mode. But AI scene detection can automatically do it for you. Okay. Let's talk about the bokeh, dynamic bokeh. So this allows you to adjust the background blur on the fly. So you can make sure that the bokeh intensity suits every photo. You can also add very cool special effects, like the bokeh swirl. This is great for social media. I don't know if people use social media here. And of course, we actually have 6 different bokeh customizations. And last but not least, let's talk about the portrait selfie. So we use a very similar semantic segmentation algorithm as Redmi Note 5. So what we do here is we can perform an accurate AI-based background blur when we're shooting with the front camera. So we can blur the background perfectly while leaving the details here. And you can take photos just like this, just a selfie, automatically blurring the background. The photo is very crisp and clear, and the portrait selfies can keep the focus on the face, which is the most important part. So with all of these software and hardware optimizations, we can confidently say that the Mi Mix 2S camera is our best camera ever. Here it is in summary. Has a lot of technology, and it has a rare DxO Mark score of 101 for photography, which rates it as one of the world's best smartphone cameras. So let's talk about the performance next. Mi Mix 2S is powered by the flagship Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor. It's one of the fastest processors in the world, and it features a lot of improvements over the last generation. I won't read all of them, but much faster performance, better technology, better GPU, better architecture. It uses second generation 10 nanometer technology. It makes it even faster and more power saving. It has a clock speed of up to 2.8 gigahertz, which is over 30% better than the previous generation. And with the all-new Adreno 630, which is the world's most powerful mobile GPU to date, it's easier to game faster, cooler, and better. And to help support our AI capabilities here, the Snapdragon 845 features threefold the AI performance of the previous generation. Here's the Antutu benchmark score. Our global version benchmarked at over 272,675, making it one of the world's fastest smartphones. So for comparison, if you look at the previous generation, it's over 100,000 faster than the last one. So we call it the best of the best. It's definitely the best commercially available smartphone processor today. On top of that, we've packaged it with 6 GB of LPDDR-X RAM and storage of up to 128 gigabytes. And we've included a lot of other features to make this experience extra good. So notably, Mi Mix 2S supports 43 network bands across 6 different modes, which basically means you can use it on 4G in over 226 regions in the world. And this is more bands than any phone in the world. There's also other features like the multi-function NFC, card emulation, file transfer, mobile payments. And very exciting for us, this is the first time that any of our smartphones support wireless charging. Very, very convenient. Just put the phone directly on the wireless charger. Okay.
A ver el precio. Este valdrá algo más que el otro seguro.
So I'm sure everyone is wondering what the price will be for this phone. So if you review very quickly, full screen display, ceramic design, flagship processor, 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage, more bands than any other phone in the world, and of course the dual pixel AI dual camera. If you look at some similar models in the market, they cost between
Una
800 to
pequeña
1,000
comparativa con lo que vale el iPhone, claro. Para que no nos dé el infarto al ver el precio.
At Mi Mix 2S, we talked about being priced quite honestly. So the Mi Mix 2S will be available.
Wow, pues yo me lo esperaba por encima de los 600, ¿eh?
Pretty amazing, right? And it'll be available in authorized Mi stores starting next Friday, May 25th. So we urge everyone to come down and check it out then. So Mi Mix 2S, our overall philosophy is same or better specs for half the price. That's it. So let me bring one out. Feel free to take some photos here.
Es muy bonito el Mi Mix 2S.
Here. All right, we're good? Oh, someone say right here? Okay. We can take more photos after. So not just that. Today, we're also going to be launching yet another one of our ecosystem products. The Mi Home Security Camera 360 degrees. It's an affordable but also advanced IoT security solution. It features a lot of cool things. 360
Son los dos precios, 499 para el de 64 GB y 599 para el de 128.
39.99 euros, less than 40 euros. And it's going to be available now at all of these channels here, including Media Market, including our authorized Mi stores, and including Mi.com. So here are the 3 products that we announced today. Redmi Note 5, 3 plus 32 GB version for 199 euros. 4 plus 64 GB version for 249 euros. Mi Mix 2S, 6 GB plus 64 GB version, 499 euros. 6 GB plus 128 GB for 599
Pues el
euros.
Mi Mix 2S tiene el precio muy parecido al OnePlus 6 que se presentó ayer. O sea, y ya es cuestión de diseño, ¿no? Pero me parece un preciazo, ¿eh?
So thank you all again for your time. We've also prepared a small gift for everyone. So make sure to check out the gift on your way out. We also have an experience zone over there to my right. So Xiaomi's mission is to build the world's most amazing products at honest pricing so we can let everyone in the world enjoy a better life through technology. So thank you all for supporting us. Thank you again.
Bueno, pues hasta aquí ha llegado la presentación y sinceramente...
Hola, perdonad, un momentito,
A ver.
vamos a hacer ahora un turno de preguntas si queréis. Si tenéis
preguntas y
alguna duda
respuestas.
o le queréis preguntar a Donovan algo, no sé si alguien... ¿Sí? Donovan, just some questions?
Of course, of course. Hello again. Okay.
¿Sabes? Bueno, si sabes si hay que esperar mucho para el Mi 7.
Preguntan por el Mi 7.
Do you know how much time do we need to wait for the Mi 7?
Oh, that might good question.
Buena pregunta. Dice que no quiere responder a eso hoy.
We're mostly focused today on selling these products, and we'll have more news about some other products in the future.
Se lo ha callado, no quería decir nada.
Is there any kind of fast charge in any of both phones?
Pregunta por carga rápida, a ver si tienen carga rápida.
Yes, I think there should be. Yes, I think this supports fast charging.
Sí,
As
dice
well as wireless charging too.
Que sí, los dos tienen carga rápida.
So the Mi Mix 2S supports wireless charging, and
y el Mi Mix 2
we'll also be
tiene carga
wireless
inalámbrica.
charger as well, that people can buy as well.
¿Pregunta más?
Any other questions?
Bueno, pues simplemente deciros que ahora hay una zona de exhibición, ¿vale? Donde podréis probar y ver los nuevos dispositivos que van a llegar a España. Así que cuando queráis, ahí los tenéis para vosotros. Gracias.
Okay, thank you guys.
Bueno, pues vamos a verlos así en persona, a ver qué tal. Como es el S-AA, que sí, el Redmi Note 5 va a tener dos precios, el de 128 GB o sea, el 128 no, el de 64 GB va a ser 249 euros y el de 32 GB va a ser 199 euros y van a estar disponibles ya la semana que viene para la compra. Voy a ver los productitos que los siguen aquí. Bueno, pues mirar, aquí tenemos el Mix 2S.
Estará pidiendo para Rocío, para
No, este es el Redmi Note 5, perdona.
No, si ya le tenemos, además ya lo hemos lanzado.
Es una pasada, mañana me llega a mí el mío, ¿vale? Porque te pedí uno.
Bueno, no pasa nada.
Y mañana haré lo que es el análisis.
Bueno,
pero sí. Es muy finito, mola un huevo, ¿eh? Muy finito y bastante bien construido. ¿Qué tal, Marcos, tío? Hola.
¿Cómo estáis?
Muy bien.
Nada, aquí estamos.
tenemos una lista.
Estamos trabajando delante de cámara.
¿Eh?
Estamos trabajando delante de cámara.
Sí. Como tú con el equipo, ya aquí a mano, tío.
Tenemos que hacerlo hacia China.
Yo creo que es mejor que mi mano. ¿Qué tal, Eloy?
Toma, déjalo ya.
Eloy Gómez aquí con todos nosotros. Vamos a ver. Aquí tenemos más, en color blanco, el azul es precioso. A mí personalmente me encanta. El Redmi Note 5, pues es que metérmelo en el bolsillo va a ser un poco complicado, no van a creer que lo voy a robar. Pero vamos, tengo el OnePlus 5 ahora mismo en la mano y creo que es más o menos igual, ¿eh? Entra en el bolsillo dependiendo del bolsillo que tengamos. Hay vaqueros que tienen más profundidad que otros, pero sí, puede que en algún caso sobresalga un pelín si el bolsillo no es hondo. Y bueno, aquí tenemos la joya de la corona. Es precioso el Mix 2S, precioso. Precioso. Lo que me ha gustado de estos teléfonos, venga, me pongo yo un poco de cámara para que me veáis un poquito, ¿no? Ahí. Me ha gustado mucho, me ha profundizado mucho en el tema de la cámara, ¿no? Con la vista especial en los dos teléfonos. El Mix 2S de hecho ha dicho que es la mejor cámara que ha montado algún Xiaomi hasta el momento, ¿no? La diferencia más crucial a lo mejor entre el Redmi Note 5 y el Mix 2S en cuanto a cámara es el tema del estabilizador óptico, que el Mix sí tiene, pero el Redmi Note no tiene. Pero bueno, eso para baja luminosidad, pero en la presentación las fotos que han puesto han sido espectaculares, tanto una como otra. Ibrahim dice que si en España saldrá a la venta como versión global, claro, efectivamente. Los dos teléfonos van a salir a la venta en versión global. De hecho, el Mix 2S va a tener, es el teléfono que más bandas va a soportar en la historia de Xiaomi. Y el Redmi Note 5 sí va a tener una versión global, que es la que se va a vender aquí. Si no recuerdo mal, han dicho que el Redmi Note 5 era el 23, ¿no? El 23 de mayo en tienda física y el 25 para comprarlo vía online. Y el Mix 2S no me he fijado muy bien, pero creo que era la misma fecha. Vamos a... que están los teléfonos a tope ahora, todo el mundo ahí. Y claro, yo con una mano en el móvil y otra probando, pues no voy a poder enseñándolo muy bien pasar como el de Redmi Note 5, que creo que ha salido un poco movidillo el tema. Voy a intentarlo ahora acercarme un poquito, o por lo menos la gente que lo tenga aquí en la mano, voy a intentar meter ahí la cámara un poco en medio para que lo podáis ver. Cambio de cámara otra vez. Mira, ahí hacen una comparativa entre los dos modelos, ¿no veis? Voy a hacer un zoom para que veáis los tamaños. Veis que el Mix 2S es un poquito más pequeño, ¿no? Como medio centímetro menos de largo. Y bueno, yo estoy enamorado del Mix 2S, me ha encantado, es muy bonito. Y el otro, por el precio que tiene, me parece un telefonazo. Es un telefonazo el Redmi Note 5 de gama media a ese precio. Yo creo que no va a tener rival. Mirad qué pasada. Hay que los veáis bien, un poco la diferencia de tamaño, ¿no?, de uno y otro. El Redmi Note 5 aquí es en la versión azul, que como veis el frontal es de color blanco como acostumbran a hacer, ¿no?
Bueno, porque estoy esperando a este.
Ahí está la parte trasera, para que veáis los dos. Veis ahí el color azulito este y luego la cerámica del negro, pues es un brillo precioso.
Perdona, yo me he hecho gracias, tío, porque me he levantado a la tarde.
Como es de esperar, estoy viendo bastantes huellas, ¿no?, en la parte de cerámica trasera. No sé si se aprecian con la cámara, pero bueno, ahí a lo mejor se ven un poquito. Es lo malo que tiene la cerámica, la parte trasera, que las huellas pues se quedan marcadas. Pero en fin, es precioso. Los dos. A ver, aquí hay mi Mix 2S. Vale, ya me lo han quitado, aquí hay que ser muy rápidos. Mira, aquí tengo uno. Aquí hay uno libre. Voy a cogerla para ver cómo queda en la mano. Bueno, aquí lo veis un poquito, hay poca luminosidad, perdonadme. La cámara ahí sobresale un poquito. Pero a ver si, mira, lo veis, aquí ahora se ven las huellas. Es lo malo que tiene, ¿no? Pero al tacto es precioso, la verdad. Muy bonito, muy bonito. No pesa excesivamente. Ahí veis el grosor más o menos, ¿no? Es precioso, sinceramente. Me gusta. El detalle en oro y 18 quilates alrededor de lo que son las cámaras. En fin, una pasada. Todavía me tengo que limpiar la babilla. Voy a traer un pañuelo a ver. Porque es una pasada. Mira ahí Marcos cómo maneja ahí con el gimbal. Voy a ver si dejan un Redmi Note 5 otra vez libre. El azulito quiero, para verlo a ver cómo es, ¿vale? Y os lo enseño también.
No, a ver, los teléfonos también.
Voy a ver.
El Redmi Note 5 precio
Está todo un poco saturado. Vamos como a ver de rapiña aquí. A ver quién deja uno. Vamos a ver. Joaquín, gracias por este directo, siempre. Faltaría más, tío. Ya sabéis que yo me divierto con esto, me encanta. Asistiría a todos los que pudiera. Lo que pasa es que no me dejan. A ver si dejan alguno libre. Bueno, mira. Aquí te enseño el color azulito. A mí es uno de los colores que más me gusta, ¿eh? El azul este metalizado, me encanta. Si ya va por cuestión. Luego hay otras marcas, ¿no? Midi y tal, que tiene unos rojos también metalizados, también me encanta. El rojo y el azul me encantan, pero mi color desde siempre el favorito ha sido el azul. Así que lo siento, me quedo con ese. Sergio Pulido dice qué precio tendrá el Redmi Note 5, vale. Dos versiones, va a haber una con 3 GB y 32, que se va a tener 199 euros. Y luego la versión de 4 GB con 64 va a tener 249 euros. Y va a estar a la venta la semana que viene. Bueno, fíjate, aquí seremos como 40 personas y sí, estamos aquí todos. Me tiene mal brazo. Llevo una hora sujetando el teléfono, tío. Carlos dice, a ver, que no veo. Dice que tendría que preguntarle por qué lleva micro USB. Bueno, sí, es una buena pregunta. Podrían dar ya el salto en la gama media y meter el tipo C, ¿no? Que es lo que les falta a esos teléfonos. Pero bueno, supongo que algún día llegará. La verdad es que si me hubieras hecho esa pregunta antes, se lo habría preguntado yo al chinillo. La verdad es que no he caído, pero hubiera sido una buena pregunta. A ver, macho, no deja ni un azul libre, ¿eh? Está todo el mundo con el azul. Lo quiero tener en la mano.
Ya, pero si me han pedido informales,
Vamos a ver las características técnicas. Estar en inglés, pero bueno. Minxi, sí, ¿vas a subir el vídeo después del directo? Sí, claro, por supuesto. En cuanto acabe yo, irá para arriba. No sé lo que tardará en aparecer, pero sí, va a estar disponible para que lo veáis en diferido. Son preguntas muy buenas, pero dice que sí, el Mi, o sea, el 6X va a ser el nuevo A2, ¿no? Son preguntas muy buenas, pero bueno, con la pregunta que le han hecho del Mi7, que le ha querido esquivar, directamente ha dicho que aquí hemos venido a hablar de estos, creo que no va a soltar prenda. Pero hubiera estado bien que hubiera dicho una fecha aproximada del Mi7. Se ha quedado así como pensándolo un poquito. Mira, han dejado uno libre, vamos a por él. Miradlo, aquí está, el azulito. La cámara también sobresale. Un pelín más incluso yo creo que el otro, ¿no? Me tiembla el brazo, perdonar si se ve movido, pero es que ya tengo el brazo cansadísimo. Precioso, ¿eh? De grosor los veo muy parecidos a los dos. Y este pesa a lo mejor un poquito menos. A ver. No sé si me dejará hacer cámara. A ver. El enfoque es rapidísimo, mirad. Muy rápido enfoca, ¿eh? Sí que es verdad que el enfoque es menos de un segundo. Se va a notar ahí la tecnología Dual Pixel esa. De todas maneras, estar atentos porque ya te os digo, mañana me llega a mí el teléfono, que lo pedí por Aliexpress. Y me voy a centrar muchísimo en la cámara ya que tanto bombo le han dado, o sea, la voy a estrujar al máximo. Pues muy bien, a ver si hay algún 2S libre para probar también el tema del enfoque, aunque bueno, si está enfocado rápido, el otro va a ser igual. Mira, ahí está probando uno, a ver. Sí, yo creo que van a ser... O sea, el Mix 2S va a ser una cámara brutal, ¿eh? Lo que pasa es que ese se me escapa del presupuesto para probarlo. Bueno, os lo digo antes por si no lo habéis escuchado en el directo. Los dos van a tener, bueno, inteligencia artificial en la cámara, ¿vale? Esto quiere decirse que no, el 2S, el primero, el Redmi Note, creo que no he hablado de ello, pero el 2S va a tener inteligencia artificial en la cámara y eso quiere decirse que va a ser capaz de detectar lo que estamos fotografiando y aplicar filtros fotográficos, ¿no? De colores, contrastes, etcétera, según lo que sea. He hecho la... colores. A ver, Dani Yunga, 199 el precio, cambia la RAM y la ROM. Sí, efectivamente es el mismo teléfono, solo cambia la capacidad de memoria y de interna. Joaquín Rodríguez Seano pregunta si en rojo no hay. No, van a estar en negro, en dorado y en azul. ¿Tendrán base en Android P? Eso queda un poco lejos aún, no lo sé, tío. Es muy difícil de contestar. Está aún P, todavía está en previo. Ya sabemos que eso va a depender de MIUI y MIUI siempre va un poco retrasado con la versión base de Android. Esperemos. Yo creo que sí. Tardará seguro, pero yo creo que sí. Uy, se me ha ido la conexión, creo. Ahí sigue. En el Redmi el color negro se ensucia rápido. En el Redmi no, porque es metálico y no tiene huellas. Si queréis lo pruebo ahora. En el Mix 2S sí, ahí se va a gastar muy rápido. O sea, se pilla muy rápido las huellas porque tiene esa cerámica. Voy a ver si cojo un Redmi Note 5 en negro y os digo lo de las huellas. Ahora lo complicado es coger el negro. Antes estaba libre el negro, ahora está ocupado el negro. Bueno, pues ahora no veo ninguno negro, pero bueno, el negro como es metálico es diferente. A ver. Voy a ver si pillo un negro y os respondo a la pregunta de las huellas. Es que ahora no hay ninguno negro. He pillado el primero antes y ahora no lo veo. No sé dónde está. Pero bueno, no creo que sea muy sucio, ¿eh? No creo que sea muy sucio. Bueno, pues si queréis alguna pregunta más, podéis preguntar. Cambio de cámara otra vez, que soy muy guapo, que sí. Por aquí. Mirad la gente que queda todavía por aquí. Y si tenéis alguna preguntita, pues aprovechad, que ahora mismo se puede responder todo un poco. Lo que yo sé, claro. Y bueno, pues aquí ha quedado la sala ya vacía. Os regalan algo al final. Ponía que iba a haber un pequeño detalle, pero vamos, el teléfono ni de coña. No sé qué nos regalarán. Ha salido antes en la presentación un regalito y ha dicho eso, un pequeño detalle. Hubiera molado, un telefonito como ayer a los de Huawei. O sea, a los de Honor. Pero no va a ser. A ver, ¿este cuál es? Mirad. Aquí tenemos el negro. Se marca un poquito la huella, pero no es sucio relativamente como el otro, ¿vale? No es ni la mitad de sucio. Aquí con el brillo se ve más, pero si quito el brillo, pues la verdad es que no es un teléfono muy sucio, ¿eh? Bueno, pues voy a finalizar el directo. Yo creo que ya he enseñado todo lo que podía enseñar, ¿no? Y ya os digo, en los siguientes días, o semana que viene o por ahí, subiré la review completa del Redmi Note 5, ¿vale? Así que si queréis dejarme en este mismo vídeo en los comentarios qué queréis que profundice en el teléfono, porque lo voy a analizar. Sobre todo ya os digo que voy a descruzar la cámara, voy a sacar la cámara para exprimirla al máximo, a ver si verá todo lo que dicen. Yo creo que sí, porque se ven muy buenas, dentro de la gama media, claro. Así que bueno, pues nada, un saludo amigos, gracias por haberme acompañado durante este directo. Lo intenté hacer lo mejor que he podido, no tenía gimbal, no tenía trípode, ha sido todo a pulso, no sé si se habrá movido mucho o el estabilizador del OnePlus que estoy usando habrá hecho su función. Así que bueno, pues nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. No sé si será la review del Redmi Note 5 o haré algo antes. Un saludo y hasta luego. A ver cómo se para esto. Ahí.